Hi everybody. As I have personal experience with continuous glucose monitoring sensor, I wrote this article and now I would love to share it with you, as it may inspire you and you may also use it even though you may not need it. In that case, you can just test it for preventive purposes. So what is this continuous glucose monitoring good for? These days we are on a sharp rise of diabetes. Diabetes is a disease when your body is not able to effectively use or remove the sugar from the bloodstream. It's very dangerous because it can go unnoticed for a long period of time because it doesn't pain. You have no idea that you have increased level of the glucose, but this increased level of the glucose in your blood is making serious damages to your cells and so to your body. With continuous glucose monitoring, which is a sensor that you just stick on yourself and it's payless, you can monitor your glucose levels for usually something between 10 to 14 days. And then you can plot it into the graph. So it's obvious how your body reacts, for example, in case you eat something or if you don't eat. So it's super interesting to see how your body reacts. And if you figure out that your glucose level is for a long period of time higher than it should be, then you can go to your GP and check with him. And obviously, if there is any problem, then it's important to solve it, because normally there is no way how to figure out until it's usually in very progressed stage, and in that case it already done a lot of damage to our bodies. So be familiar with the old style, which is still used, of measuring the blood glucose, which is you just take a very small blood sample and then you put it into the device, which is able to tell you what is the current glucose level in your blood. In case of Czech Republic, something which is called Freestyle Libre 2 is available. It has application into the phone and you read the data through NFC. So you just install application into your phone, then based on the manual you stick this sensor onto your body and then you just swipe telephone or put the telephone close to the sensor and then telephone automatically reads the data. The sensor has some internal memory, so you don't have to do it continuously. It's sufficient, I believe, one after 8 hours or so to read it. And then you will see something like you can see currently on the picture. So it will give you the current level of glucose and then it will plot a graph for you how it was throughout the time. The application itself is showing you many interesting metrics. So it's showing you what is the percentage of time you are within the set bounds, what is the last measured value and what is the average value. And then you have also different views. So you can, for example, check some range of days. And within this range of the days, you would see that, for example, 10% of time you were within this range, then 85% of time you were within the good range, and 5% of time you were below the range, which is considered healthy. So yeah, it's definitely worth it. I believe that currently there is already Libre 3, which is fully connected with the phone, so you don't have to even swipe and use NFC. It's simply transferring data through Bluetooth. Currently it's not yet available inside Czech Republic, but I think that Liber 2 is more than sufficient if you want to use it just for preventive purposes. And it costs around 2000 Czech crowns, so it's affordable in case you just want to use it as preventive measure to see how your body handles the glucose. So I hope that I inspired you, because the diabetes is on the rise, so the prevention is super important, and feel free to go over the article or find your own information and stay healthy.